Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here with the Erica Rose Creates creative team, having a play with the September shop cut file called Welcome Fall. It's this gorgeous wreath cut file with leaves and some beautiful fall blooms and acorns. I love wreath cut files. They're some of my favorites. You can scrap any kind of photo with these type of cut files. And so I've cut it from an older solid cardstock I had from Felicity Jane from way back. And then I'm working with an older Simple Stories collection. So I'm on the cut file team, so I get to use products from my stash. And my fall and Halloween products, I keep in their own cart. And I just go through there and find stuff that I like. The photo that I'm working with today is from a day we spent a long time ago when the kids were little. We spent at the children's home in Winston-Salem, and the children's home sits on a beautiful farm, and they opened up the farm for paying customers, and we got to pet the animals. And there was a little cow ride. I forget what you that word just left my brain. The cow train. And so Asher and River wanted to ride that. Look how cute they look. So I'm going to go ahead and back each of the blooms and the leaves here and these cute little acorns with different pattern papers. Again, just from my stash. I think one of them was Goldenrod from One Canoe 2. Do you guys remember that line? They were some very pretty papers and things. So just really going back in my stash. But what I love about showing these kinds of layouts and sharing these with you is that you can use any plaid. You can use any sort of floral that you have. You can use any wood grain. I've used a wood grain from Jen Hadfield for the acorns. You can use any wood grain. You can use any, let's see, I mentioned the floral. You can use the pink floral that I used for the leaves. Isn't that sweet? And I love that the cut file itself is this rich blue, kind of like a Williamsburg blue, and it pulls the darker blue from the grid. And then there's pinks that are backing the cut file. But then the grid background itself is more of a peachy kind of color. And so there's sort of this monochromatic with the blue going on here with the color palette. And then, of course, I bring in yellow here with these foam pieces. The title here now says Happy Fall. It's a small title. I have to say that when I do a cut file layout, I kind of like keeping the title smaller, unless the title is the cut file itself. Just because I like for the cut file to be the star, of course, alongside the photo, because the photo is really what the layout is about. And for me personally, a lot of people do it different ways, and that's okay too. For a lot of people, it's all about the story, and for a lot of people, it's about the embellishments. I'm going to keep the embellishments pretty simple on this layout. I do have, you can see my divided container there that has all of my fall die cuts organized by color, rainbow order. I have another one for my Halloween things. You've probably seen that container, and every year when I get new Halloween or fall products, I go through this. This is a good opportunity to use up some of the products that are there. The new collections that I got last year, I go ahead and integrate into this container, so that I kind of keep the collection contained, which is a really loose way of saying, well, at least it's a lot, but at least it's in a container. I don't know. Yeah, because I'm not so good at maintaining my collection. I'm better at adding to it. Just one look in my studio and you're like, yeah, she's definitely a collector. So the first thing I did with the embellishing of this page was used some of the foam flowers. Look how pretty they are, just tucked underneath the corner of the photo there. And I really like how those almost feel like puffy stickers, but they're a little bit bigger and probably a little bit more detailed, I think. And then opposite of the foam flowers, I added a little leaf underneath the moth, and then I balanced that at the upper right with another little leaf and a similar butterfly. And of course, repeating the colors that are already found in this layout already. I'm going to do a little journal spot here tucked underneath the top of the photo. And then I also had these little acrylic leaves. These are older pieces from Color Cast Designs. And they add a little pop of a deeper color, I think. And also a little bit of texture. And a little, just a little something to these clusters here. I think that if you're putting together a layout and everything feels kind of the same, introduce a little pop of color like that. In this case, I'm doing a darker color along the monochromatic pattern that I've already set here, right, with the pinks and the peaches there, and a darker kind of burgundy raisin kind of color. And in the past, I've done it with a contrasting color, or a color that doesn't even appear on the layout at all. You can take some creative liberties just to add the pop here. The last little thing here is, of course, just to add the date after adding my journaling and going ahead and securing down those little leaves. And I also went ahead and added a few more of these little tiny foam flowers. Again, kind of using them like puffy stickers, but they sort of fill out these embellishment clusters a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have a link to this cut file down below for you. And thank you. I will see you back here again real soon. And happy fall, y'all. Bye-bye.